Have you ever opened up to someone, really opened up, and then woke up the next morning feeling like you wanted to disappear? You told them something real, something you'd never said out loud before, and for a moment, it felt good. Connected. But now your stomach is in knots. Your mind is screaming. Why did I say all that? What were you thinking? If you've ever felt that strange wave of regret after being honest, this is for you. This feeling has a name. Psychologist and researcher Brené Brown calls it the vulnerability hangover. It's that flood of anxiety, shame, and regret that shows up after you've shared something deeply personal. You replay the conversation on a loop. You imagine the other person judging you. You convince yourself you said too much, that you were too much. Now, before we go further, this video is for educational purposes only. It's not therapy, and it's not a diagnosis. It's just here to help you understand what's happening inside you. And here's the first thing you need to hear. Feeling this way is completely normal. Almost everyone brave enough to be honest has felt it. The friend who told you their secret, the person who said, "I love you," first, the coworker who admitted they were struggling, they all felt that same cold panic. You are not broken. You are not weird. You're human. And this hangover, it's actually trying to tell you something important. Think about when this hangover hits hardest. It's never after small talk. You don't lie awake regretting that you talked about the weather. The hangover only comes after the conversations that mattered. After you let someone see the real you, your fear, your grief, your hope. The bigger the truth you shared, the bigger the hangover. That's not a coincidence. It's a clue. And to understand it, we have to go somewhere older than your thoughts. We have to go into your nervous system. Here's the part almost no one tells you. When you open up to someone, your brain doesn't experience it as sharing. It experiences it as exposure, as danger. Thousands of years ago, your ancestors survived by belonging to a tribe. Being accepted meant food, safety, warmth. Being rejected meant death. Alone in the wild, a single human didn't last long. So, your brain evolved one rule above almost all others. Do not get rejected by your people. And that ancient wiring is still running inside you today. When you reveal something vulnerable, the oldest part of your brain lights up. The part that scans for threats. To it, emotional exposure feels like standing at the edge of a cliff. Neuroscientists have actually watched this happen. When we feel socially rejected, the brain activates many of the same regions it uses for physical pain. To your nervous system, what will they think of me is not so different from the fear of being hurt. So that panic the morning after, that spiral of I shouldn't have said that, that's not weakness. It's a 5,000-year-old survival alarm trying to pull you back to safety. Your body is treating your honesty like a wound it needs to protect. But here's the twist, the realization that changes everything. That same vulnerability your brain is panicking about is the only doorway to real connection. Every deep friendship, every real love, every moment someone truly got you was born the instant someone took the risk to be seen. There is no closeness without exposure, no intimacy without risk, which means the hangover isn't a sign you made a mistake. It's a sign you did something brave. The people who never feel this hangover aren't stronger than you. They're just the ones who never let anyone in. They've traded the discomfort for loneliness. And there's one more thing your panicking mind gets wrong. It's convinced the other person is replaying your words, judging every sentence. But they're almost certainly not. Psychologists call this the spotlight effect. We wildly overestimate how much others notice and remember about us. While you're lying awake cringing, they're probably just remembering that you trusted them and feeling closer to you because of it. So what do you do when the hangover hits? First, name it. The moment you feel that wave, say to yourself, this is a vulnerability hangover. It's temporary. It will pass. And it will. Like every wave, it rises, it peaks, and it fades. Usually within a day or two, the panic loosens its grip on its own. Second, talk to yourself the way you'd talk to a friend. If someone you loved said, I opened up and now I feel terrible, you'd never say, you really messed up. You'd say, that took courage. I'm proud of you. You deserve those same words, especially from yourself. Third, remember that shame can only survive in silence. Saying it out loud, even in a journal, drains its power. Shame hates being spoken. And finally, gently ask yourself one honest question. Was I brave with the right person, or did part of me know they hadn't earned my trust yet? Vulnerability isn't about opening up to everyone. It's about choosing people who hold your heart with care. If the hangover is just fear, let it pass. But if it's quietly telling you someone wasn't safe, that's wisdom. Listen to it. Either way, the feeling is on your side. You didn't overshare. You connected. You didn't show weakness. You showed courage. And breath by breath, the morning after fear gives way to the relief of no longer having to hide. If that wave of regret or anxiety doesn't pass, if it follows you for weeks, if opening up to anyone feels impossible, please know you don't have to carry it alone. Talking to a licensed therapist or counselor isn't a sign that something's wrong with you. It's one of the bravest, kindest things you can do for yourself. Please consider it. Before you go, I want to hear from you. Have you ever felt the vulnerability hangover? That moment of, why did I say that after opening up? Did any part of this feel like you? Tell me in the comments. Your honesty might be exactly what someone else needs to read tonight. Take a deep breath. You did something brave just by being here. I'm Mindo. Take care of your mind.